So for this shot in shot 4, it was essentially, I had to figure out how to get the car look like it's zooming across a parking lot with a ton of stuff moving in the background. And at first I was just gonna make a huge thing and have the car move and have the camera trying to glide over it, and realize that was impossible. There's no way I could do that. And then I realized if I raised up the car on a piece of plexiglass with some Lego bricks, I could move the background behind it and therefore make it look like the actual car is driving and turning, and it's the car that's moving, not the background. I kind of rolled the dice because I had no idea if it would actually turn out. And that's kind of the fun of it. What's up? So here we are back at the Sabotage game. What I've got going on right now is this shot here, where I have it set up here, and it looks like that there. All right? And see, what I've got is this plexiglass here. Most people have like a rig. I have it set up with Legos, because that's what I have. So I can move the background behind it. See, that's really crude, me moving up, and see, and it won't affect the car, which is in the foreground, which in itself doesn't need to move. So it's a way of moving things without moving things. Like layering in Photoshop, I guess, something like that. I hope it works. So one thing I've got to do, because at the beginning of this shot, you can see the tire is in dark, and then as the shot goes on, it lights up, right? So what I'm doing is, I've got this light really low right now, and as the shot goes, and you can look it over here, it'll light it up. So it's not pretty dark, and it'll light it up as the shots go. And I hope that's gonna work, because if it doesn't, I don't know what would. I guess I could figure it out, but nah. So with all this stuff, it was the first time I was doing anything. Like, first time I got the plexiglass, I didn't realize I'd have to pull off all this plastic from it. And so I just did that in the time lapse, because I was like, well, I want to show people everything I'm kind of going through. Not that I think it's especially like awe-inspiring or amazing, but I think it's just kind of cool to see like, oh, like he's actually learning as he goes along, because he has no idea what he's doing. So other things like I find I have to do sometimes is once I have the scene set up, I have to make stuff for the background to fit within the frame, because I don't really know what the camera's going to be seeing completely until everything is done, especially when something's lifted up on the plexiglass, because it throws everything out of whack. So if I drew it all like it was going to be flat, once I have that car that's up higher, everything else is back further, so maybe I don't have enough stuff to pull it off. But with this, what I did was made each individual building, I taped them all together on like a long piece of Bristol board, and for each shot I just kind of slid it behind, and I think it worked out pretty cool. So I'm also using like some green screen type techniques like this here for this scene. If you look up here, it looks like this, and then over here we've got it looking like this. So I was gonna shoot this as having like an actual car there with the background moving behind it, and I realized it was far too long. I made the car the size it was, so I'd have to have a huge long background. I realized if I could shoot the car on the green screen, because when I did it with shot 2, it worked out pretty good, I could then have a smaller background and then shoot that separately and put them together in post. So when they're together, it looks like the car is driving in front of this background that's the same size to it. And it allowed me to like make this smaller background, and I could scuffle it over easier. And I really think that with this green screen in the background, putting them together, it really turned out pretty cool.